Welcome back to the Sun and Moon Tarot. Today we will find what is good and what is hidden. I hope you're well and staying blessed wherever you are. I hope you're enjoying life. This will be a sun sign read for my earth signs. So if you have the house of Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus in your sun or rising sign, this read is for you. I am filming for Taurus season. However, these reads are timeless. You can watch them whenever you feel called to do so. This will be a general read for my earth signs. If you're interested in booking with me, connecting with me, or my Patreon, that information is listed in the description box below. If you want to see the channel grow, please like, share, and subscribe. Earth signs, hope you're having a beautiful season. It is your babiest of signs, the Taurus, of course. It is that birth month, so happy birthday if you have Sun and Taurus, if that's when you're viewing. We will go ahead and get into your read. I'm going to do something a little bit different. I've been doing them for these reads for this season, and that is that I will pull your current energy to recent past, the first 3 cards for the first row, as well as your future, the second 3 cards, all at once. Saves me a tiny fraction of time when I'm explaining the elements, so that's what I'm going to do. I like the flow of it. I hope you do too. Go ahead and feel free to comment if you would like, if you don't like it, or if you do like it. The bottom of the deck will hold the overall energy for the read, and we will grab one more clarifier at that very end for kind of any questions we have about the read. All right, earth signs, without further ado, let's go ahead and pull your cards. We'll see if the King of Pentacles comes out. It's come out for every single house so far, or excuse me, every element. So all the houses have had a King of Pentacles in their read, which I find interesting. It was prominent in my pick a card read as well, so we'll see how that plays out for you. If it even appears, right? We'll see. So far you have the Page of Fire, Page of Wands, the Temperance card. Okay, cards are flying out for some reason. We'll go ahead and grab them in order. Oh, wow. Well, I tried to grab them in order, but it looks like that's not how they want to go. So we'll do this. You have one more card coming your way. You are the first element to have any major arcana, and you have, or excuse me, a significant amount of major arcana. I think air had sun for their overall energy, right? So they had 1, but not a lot of majors in these reads, mostly elements. I find that interesting. One more card for you. No King of Pentacles. We'll see if it's your clarifier at the end. And you do have the 6 of Wands for your overall energy. So we have air, major arcana, and fire. Air signs are Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. It is the energy of thought or intellect in the tarot. Fire or wands, any house being Sagittarius, Leo, Aries, could be of significance. Please ignore my animals. They are a little bit loud today. And it's also the energy of creative passion. You have Temperance, could be any Sagittarius, the Devil being any Capricorn, and finally you have that Hangman card. Interesting to me. So let's get into your read today, my beautiful earth signs. You have fire and air. It's an interesting combination with majors. So 2 elements, and the rest are spirit speaking, or the universe. The 6 of Wands. Victory, success, and public reward. Having some sort of passionate experience for both rows as well. So this is your overall energy, right? The 6 of Wands is really, like, it doesn't only embody that victory or success, but it's people recognizing that you're having victory and success. People recognizing that you are kind of this person that deserves a little bit of a pat on the back, right? Public recognition for whatever work you've been putting in. So, Fui! Excuse me, that one of my dogs is being incredibly loud right now. The Page of Wands. The Page is a court card, of course, for fire, exploration, excitement, freedom, and your recent past to current energy. The Temperance card is a major arcana, not only representing Sagittarius, but it's simply finding the middle meaning, finding meaning, patience, or working with this middle path. So taking that middle ground so that you can really balance out your life. A lot of times is what Temperance represents. It's interesting because you're doing this, you're having public reward, right? Success and victory through some sort of conflict here. You're taking the middle path, you're experiencing freedom and success in your life. And it's happening at a time where with the Five of Swords, it could be that you are embodying kind of unbridled ambition through this time, or when it all costs energy, or people could be perceiving you as sneaky, or you're overcoming some sort of conflict in your life where someone is being sneaky, where they have a when it all costs attitude and unbridled ambition, right? It's going to vary for everyone. So if you don't feel that that's you, and you also don't feel that anyone in your life is like that, then it could definitely be people perceiving you as that. But regardless, remember, you have that victory, success, and public reward. So if people are perceiving you as that, it's good to remember that. Take everyone's opinion with a grain of salt, right? How you feel about things really does matter. And of course, if people have your highest good in their mind, and you know that, and you want to trust their opinion, and they tell you that you're being overly ambitious, okay, go for it. But that's not really what's here. It's more so, it seems like you're either someone's doing that around you, and you're continuing on your middle path, or people are kind of like perceiving you as that, but they're egoic. So someone that is ultimately jealous of your success. That's what that says. So that's your current energy. To recent past will be different for all my earth signs. In your future, very interesting read. Goes a little bit dark, honestly. The Hangman. You going within, right? The Hangman really is sacrifice. It can be martyrdom. Sometimes it's release, and it can be suspension. A lot of times the Hangman is when we go within to make decisions, we might overly sacrifice. We might need to release something to gain this public reward, or as you gain this public reward, you might need to release something. What I mean by that is, if you don't feel like you're martyring yourself, it's potentially addictive behavior with the devil. And it's interesting that it's followed by the Ten of Swords. As you can see, it's kind of this figure has been stabbed in the back many times, is laying down, defeated ultimately. The devil is materialism, playfulness, pleasure, and addiction. We already went over the Hangman. The Ten of Swords is that energy of failure, collapse, defeat, and backstabbing. So I'd suggest you don't martyr yourself, because it will lead to this. If you are overcoming an addiction of some sort, it could be something that just, it's in your highest good to get rid of it, because it leads to this ultimately. It leads to failure and collapse if you have an addiction that's kind of completely taking over your life. So it would seem like that's going to vary for different people, right? So as you gain public success and reward, you might be in an energy of, I'm going to release this because I want, I'm going to release this addiction because it's not in my highest good. It's creating failure in my life. Or it is a warning. Don't martyr yourself for pleasure, because it will lead to someone backstabbing you. Ultimately, don't, take the easiest road. And you're already practicing that with the Temperance card. So don't take the easiest road, because it will lead to some sort of pain and ultimately you feeling defeated, regardless of this being the overall energy. Let's grab a clarifier. Okay. 55 appears. These are two of my least favorite cards, and then it's of course coupled with the Ten of Swords. So this is not the best energy. And remember, life goes through ups and downs. So It could do with major change here, the 55 being present, or 2 5s. That 5 of Wands, again, you have fire and air in this read. The 5 of Wands is conflict. It's absolute conflict, it's competition, and it's current reality usually. Or if it's not a current reality, it's just that this is ever present in your reality. So be very aware that this conflict exists, and that what we just discussed, right? Don't martyr yourself for anything, and especially pleasure or addiction, because it will lead to this. You will be backstabbed in some way, shape, or form. You will be defeated, and it will happen in your reality that in a way that you were just like, are you serious? You know, like, damn, I didn't see this coming. I warned you. Don't forget, the Sun and Moon Tarot warned you. And I know that we all have to listen to our own kind of lessons, and to some extent, earth signs. I don't mean to tell you what to do, but this is absolute competition, conflict, and reality. Like, and this is backstabbing, and this is either being perceived as sneaky, or people around you being sneaky. So ultimately, I feel like this read is a warning. You might want to pay attention to those who have your highest good and interest and are supportive of you taking the middle path. Like, if you are overcoming an addiction, for example, then, like, you do not want to surround yourself with the same people, because it will influence you in a negative way. It'll pull you back down in a way that you didn't think you saw coming, but, and again, I'm warning you. All right, earth signs? So, let's just consider that, right? You do have some sort of public reward coming in as an overall energy, so I feel like you're going to overcome this either way, but be aware that if it's not an addiction of some sort, or you're not overly, like, you're not being overly playful, or you're not being over materialistic, then it is a warning that you need to really pay attention to not martyring yourself for some sort of a gain, like a pleasure, in terms of maybe public reward being your pleasure. And because it will lead to this backstabbing and absolute conflict. So earth signs, I hope you enjoyed the content, and I hope you have a beautiful season. Just be kind of aware that this could be happening for you, and you just want to really be present and continue on that temperance path, right? I hope you have a beautiful day. Thank you for your time. I'll see you next time. Bye.